I'm Jim Oldham, CNC architect for C&A Technology, with another JDE Quicktips. You might have seen some of our previous JDE Quicktips, where we showed you how to streamline and optimize your JD Edwards environment for the application side of things. Today, I'd like to share with you a technology quick tip for technology users of JDE. As a CNC administrator of JDE, managing a JDE system, you probably find yourself using the same applications time and time again. User profiles, user and role relationships, user security, security workbench, etc. Rather than searching for those on a menu, what would be nice is to have them all at your fingertips so that when you log into JDE, you've got push buttons for all your commonly used applications. JDE Composed pages makes it really easy to do this by putting all your most commonly used applications right at your fingertips. First off, to take advantage of this tip, you will need to be on Tools Release 9.2.0.2 or higher, and you will need security access to create Composed pages. Let me sign in to my user so you can see what this end product looks like. So, here you see my CNC tasks, my CNC Admin's task. That's my landing page for my user. And I have all of the typical applications that I need to get to as a CNC administrator. I can go into user profiles with one click, user role relationships, security workbench, and all of my typical applications that I would need. So, this makes it super easy to manage your JDE Edwards system because everything you need can be right at your fingertips. It's also great if you're managing JDE on your cell phone. And now, instead of having to search through a menu, which is just about impossible on a cell phone, I could just go in and say, all right, I need to reset that user's password, so I can click on user passwords, and it brings me right into where I need to do my work. Like I say, this one alone, just being able to do this on your phone makes this tip worth its weight in gold. Having all the apps in one spot makes it a lot easier. So let's take a look at how we build one of these. Now, to create these, we're working with Manage Content, or in our pull-down menu, and Composed pages. I'm just going to blow away my page and start over from scratch, just to keep it simple. If you're creating Composed pages for the first time, this is the welcome screen you're going to see. And to create a new page, all I have to do is click up here and click the Add button. We're going to be doing a designer pane. We're going to go in here and give this a name. It's going to call this CNC Admin. We're going to pick how many columns and how many rows we want our particular page to have. So in our case, we're going to do 2 columns and 4 rows. Now we come to our blank page that we're going to start working on. First thing we want to do is go in and put a title. Now we have our title set. We're going to go down through and set up all of our individual tasks that we want. Now, we can add by task, or we can add by application or batch, or we can add other types of objects like watch lists and ADF applications. For our demo here, I've already picked the different tasks that I want to put on, so we're just going to go through and do this by task. So for instance, the first tile that we're going to add here is going to be user profiles, and that is task number. And then we'll give it a description. We're going to call this user profiles. Now we can pick a color, and I think we're gonna use some contrasting colors to make our tiles stand apart. But here's our first tile for user profiles. Let's go in and do another one. And for the second one, we're going to do address book. Go down to our next line, and on our next line, we're going to add user passwords. I think for the second row, we're going to make this green. Our title on this one is going to be user passwords. And for our third tile, we're going to have security workbench, which is, again, we're blue for this row. Our title is, go to, let's see, we've done blue and green, we're going to do yellow for this row. This is roll. Then we're going to add OCM next, which is fast path 50. And then we're going to go down here and add one called data sources. Okay, now, if we realize that we didn't give ourselves enough space or we need to add another row, this is really easy to do. Just hit these down carrots. We get a blank line where we can put a couple more columns in here, a couple more buttons. Let's go back to blue. That'll work. And this is called OMW. And then finally, so there you go. So now we have our basic Composed page built for our CNC tasks. I'm going to go ahead and save this by hitting the Save button. We have to give it a name. CNC Admin Tasks. OK. And now that we're done building it, we can exit out of our E1 page composer. So this is what our finished product looks like. Now we have quick buttons to press for all of our commonly used JDE CNC tasks. One little note, you notice that when I built this, I had all the task IDs already written down for the applications that I wanted to run. Those are quite easy to find. The easiest way to find your task IDs is to go through and find whatever it is that you want to run off of one of the JDE menus. For instance, I could just go in here and say, all right, let's look up address book, daily processing. And once I find what I want to run, and by the way, finding something on a menu, just that little illustration shows you why it's so much nicer to have push buttons. If I right click on this, I can view the task profile, and under advanced on the task profile, that will give me my task ID. And what I did to make it really easy for this demonstration was to just go through and find the different tasks that I wanted, write them down, and then it made that process go very smooth. But if you follow this approach, that will get you what you need to be able to build your page. So now you can go in and create your own page, you can move things around, you can add things based on your needs, and make this your own, use it in your own environment. I'm Jim Oldham, C&A Technology. This has been my JDE Technical Quick Tip. For more JDE Technical Quick Tips, please visit our website, catechnology.com. We'll see you in the future.